Hey y'all, this is your girl D Nicole, and I will be giving a recap and review on Insecure Season 4, Episode 4, Lowkey Losing It. This episode is really about the miscommunication going on between our characters. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you like and subscribe below. And to my old couch potatoes, let's get to it. Alright, y'all, so this first scene's opened up, but we see that Issa's block party is falling into place, and she was able to land Schoolboy Q as her headliner. Issa's excitement is cut short when the residents of her apartment all show up, banging up on her door because there's a water outage in the complex. Issa then realizes that, damn, she misses the date. So we can clearly see that even though things are beginning to look up for Issa, she still needs to work on prioritizing. This is your bacon girl. Like, you can't be messing up your money. Alright, y'all. So, Molly and Andrew are still having date night. And so, we can assume that everything is going well with them until Molly kills the mood with her work talk. So, Molly is talking about work. And Andrew has to instantly hear her with the snores. Like, shut up. Like, we don't want to hear about all that work talk. So Molly and Andrew are getting all hot and heavy, and then you can tell that Molly is just not feeling it like Andrew. And so then Andrew was like, what's wrong? Work. And so Molly was like, yeah, I just need to finish this one part. So Molly goes to finish her work, and we can tell that, it took a long time because by the time she gets back to the room, Andrew was knocked out, and so our girl knows she has to lay it down because, baby, this was supposed to be about you and Andrew. This is date night. Alright, so this next thing we learned that Condola might not be as mature as our girl Issa has been when it comes to this Lauren situation. So Issa receives a phone call from the printer telling her that she has until 5 p.m. to send in her last minute corrections for her postal order. And I assume that our girl Issa is being irresponsible once again, but we see that Issa calls Condola. When Condola doesn't answer, she texts her, and we see that Issa has been texting Condola quite a bit, and Condola has not responded. So we can clearly see how that conversation went between Lawrence and Condola on Thanksgiving night. Alright, y'all, so we finally see that Molly has finally got around to having a good work relationship with her co-workers. Her and her co-workers are sitting around having a couple laughs, talking about home and work balance. And Molly's co-worker expresses how she has to stop to work for the day and cater to her family. Molly, other co-worker then says that she has to rain check with her little jump off and she can continue working. And Molly then says she will continue to work too. But Molly's other co-worker was like, I thought you said you had a listening party. And Molly was like, my man, he understands. So, y'all, Molly man understands. But no. So, the other co-worker was like, I wish my man understood in my first marriage because he wanted me home at 6 p.m. sharp. And he was a teacher. How you complaining when you have summers off? So, y'all, that's when she had me fucked up. You're not finna sit here and talk about teachers in their summers. We need those. We need them. Alright, y'all, so this next scene, Issa and Molly arrive at the same time, and they begin to have a little parking war. So Issa begins to back up, and Molly's about to pull in, and they continue to do this same thing for several times. Issa then decides that she's just going to circle the block, but what I don't understand is how Molly thought that parking spot was hers. Like, it was clearly Issa. If I was Issa, I would have had to hit her with the beep, beep, back. I would have had to back that bitch up because Molly really would have had me messed up. So Issa is walking up and she checks a voicemail, which is from Nathan congratulating her on the block party. So we can tell that the tension between Issa and Molly and is still there. We can tell that with the conversation that they both want their friendship, but they are afraid to have this important conversation that they need to have. But y'all know what? I'm just really over Molly and Issa at this point. Like, let's talk. Alright, y'all, so the gang is at Tiffany and Derek's, and Lawrence is talking with Derek and asks him how it feels to have a daughter. He explains that he didn't realize that before Tiffany and all those other girls that they were daughters, and he just really doesn't know if he has what it takes and how he's going to not be able to stop men like them. So Lawrence reassures him that he and Tiffany are smart, responsible, and plan out everything, that he's sure that everything will be okay. So he then learns that the pregnancy was not planned. So Lawrence, based off Lawrence's face, we can tell that he is kind of shocked by the news, and I can get a sense that he assumed that their perfect life that he thought that they have just wasn't so perfect. All right, y'all. So Tiffany is telling the girls that the things that they heard about pregnancy is all lies. So y'all, I'm thinking that our girl Tiffany might be going through a little bit of postpartum because y'all, she's not her regular Tiffany self. So Tiffany is expressing to them that she's over her mommy friends and how they are all worried about their appearances and that she ain't got time. And so she's basically reading her pre-mother self. So I love how they highlighted the difficult pregnancies within our black women. And Tiffany expressed how thankful she is for Derek and how he cursed out like 9 doctors until they got to the bottom of her complication. So Molly then shares how that's how a relationship is supposed to be. You realize how valuable partnership is. And she compares her and Andrew's relationship. But Molly, girl, do you know what true partnership is? So Issa jokes and tells Molly, okay, Jada, I see you red table talking. And Molly gets defensive and tells how she was just saying that she was just happy that Derek was there for Tiffany. So Tiffany goes and Molly and Tiffany go and take care of the baby. And Kelly and Issa are there talking, and Issa asks Kelly had Molly pretty much told her anything. And so Kelly asks her what, and so Issa fills her in very unmessily and whatever. And so Kelly pretty much just tells Issa that she thinks whatever's going on can be solved with a little bit of communication. All right, y'all. So this next scene, we see Molly and Tiffany are upstairs with the baby, and we get a glimpse of outside with Issa and Lawrence talking. Molly receives a text from Andrew asking to go on a date, and she gives the excuse of being on baby duty still, and can they rain check. Now, y'all, I'm really starting to think something is wrong with Molly and that she was really serious in that conversation with her co-workers when she said Andrew was understanding of her job. I think Molly is confusing what a relationship is in a jump off, and she's not really prioritizing her relationship. Now I'm getting another postpartum moment from Tiffany when she asks, is her baby ugly? Molly then asks Tiffany, has Issa said anything to her? And Tiffany says no. About what? Molly fills her in with the shade of the last few episodes of Issa telling her that she doesn't want to be happy and she's going to revert back to the old her, and tries to throw side on Issa being outside with Lawrence. She then that then has me thinking about basically how Issa and Kelly's conversation just went when Issa had told Kelly how Molly just sees her for her. And that when Molly's looking out the window and she's doing all them ad-libs and stuff, that's basically just confirming to me how Molly just sees Issa for Issa. Prior to Issa and Lawrence being outside, Lawrence asks Issa if they could have a talk. Issa and Lawrence begin joking about the baby, and Lawrence then asks Issa how everything is going. She fills him in and lets him know that she has not heard from Condola, and he then says, that's what I wanted to actually talk to you about. The conversation is then interrupted with a phone call, and Issa receives the news that her headliner has dropped out of the block party. She then asks Lawrence what did he want to talk about, and he says it could be saved for later. Now I wonder, how did him and Condola's conversation go? What did they talk about? Because now I'm like, he the reason why schoolboy's not coming. So we're in the kitchen with the girls, and Molly opens up with slick shade towards Issa when it was asked where Issa was. Issa walks in and senses the vibe slightly and asks what's wrong, but then tells the girls that she has to go. Molly is still being shady, having all the ad-libs in because she's assuming that Issa is about to leave with Lawrence because she's looking out the window and Lawrence is leaving too. So Molly is just really getting on my nerves with her assumptions this episode. She's an assuming B-word. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. So in our next scene, we see that Issa is so stressed that she can't even pump herself for her infamous mirror bitch moment. We can see that Issa is desperate to find a hairliner because she is literally calling every number in her address book to find a hairliner. What's up? What's she say to the person? Whatever. Who calls people like that, Issa? Girl. So Molly and Andrew are on another date night and everything is going great. Molly is trying to fill in Andrew with the possible itinerary for the night when he shares that he's planning to go to poker night with the boys. Molly then asks if she's surprised that Andrew would set up plans on their date night. Andrew then explains how he thought that Molly would have to work later and how she never has time. Andrew then asks how was he supposed to know, and Molly tried to hit him with, I'm here though. Like, what's that supposed to mean, Molly? Because you're, like, what does that mean? Like, bitch, you're here, but bitch, you haven't been here in this relationship. Like, what does that mean? I'm confused. So Issa is grabbing lunch and looking through Instagram during this quest of finding a new headliner. And she runs up on the page and sees that the artist is a Live Nation artist. So Issa then calls Molly and asks her to talk. You can tell that on Molly's face that she was genuinely happy and to have her friend back. Like, she came right on time. That incident happened with Andrew last night. You calling today. I really needed to talk. So Issa slightly interrupts Molly and tell her she just wanted to ask her something right quick and fills her in with the headliner dropping out and how she was on Instagram and ran up on the artist who works for Live Nation, and she really needs Molly to put in some work with Andrew to ask if he could help her out. We can see that it changed the whole vibe between Molly and Issa's conversation and how they went back to beefing basically. But Molly didn't tell her no when I really think she should have. Okay, y'all, so let's press pause right quick because I need a moment because Molly has not been my girl all season. You know, she hasn't been my girl. But, y'all, I honestly am empathizing with Molly when it comes to this situation because Issa truly has her fucked up. Because I really don't understand how Issa has avoided all of these important conversations that she needs to have with Molly. You're exing Kelly. You're exing Tiffany. Has anybody heard about anything about you? But you can't even have an important conversation with your best friend, but you can call her and ask her for a favor. But you're not even asking her for the favor. You asking her neither. Like, what? Issa, girl. I'm out of you today. Maybe next week I'll be back on your team. But today I'm not. Alright, y'all. So we're at our final scene, and Molly pops up at Andrew's house and basically apologizing to him because she doesn't know how to be in a relationship. Andrew then tells Molly how he doesn't think that time will allow them to be compatible. And Molly then tells Andrew how she has never been in a relationship long enough to balance it out and how she wants to learn, and they quickly make up. Molly goes to the restroom, obviously after they just got done knocking the boots, and calls Issa. Issa answers all excited, and Issa asks Molly the outcome, and her excitement is quickly cut short. Molly explains how she doesn't want to ex Andrew and how she basically wants to protect their relationship. She asks Issa, does she understand? And Issa, I believe, was just so caught up in Molly telling her no that basically she is shocked, leading Issa to another unsuccessful mirror bitch moment ending our episode. All right, y'all, so let's press pause right quick because I need to ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that our girl Issa was wrong for asking Molly for help with getting the headliner from Andrew? Now, I'm going to give y'all the four options I think would have been best. One, I think that Issa should have called and addressed the situation that was going on with her and Molly. Then she could have been like, and Molly, can you set up a conversation for me and Andrew to have? And Issa asks Andrew herself. Two, she just could have flatfoot asked Molly, can she set up a conversation for her and Andrew to have? Three, girl, why did you cut her off if you was just gonna come and interrupt her and ask for a favor and you know y'all ain't even on there right now? Like, Issa, like, I just think that was slow down. She could have let Molly fill her in on what was going on. And then maybe she would have just realized that it wasn't the time for her to even ask for her favor. 3, 4, call Nathan. Just call him. Tell him set it up. All right, you guys, thank you for tuning in this week. Make sure that you like and subscribe below so you can keep up with the weekly recaps and reviews.